my beautiful little unicorns, and welcome back to my channel. This pick a card tarot reading is going to reveal to you all the hidden secrets which had to come to light right now. And if you're just like me and believe that nothing in life is a coincidence, that everything actually happens for a reason, then these readings are going to give you all of the clarity that you need. So these are the 4 groups that I've got prepared for you today. Group number 1 corresponds to the Wandering Star Tarot deck. Group number 2 corresponds to the Divine Feather Messenger Oracle deck. Group number 3 corresponds to the Tarot in Wonderland Oracle deck. And group number 4 corresponds to the Heal Yourself Oracle deck. And as per usual, the timestamps to all 4 groups can be found below in the description box, as well as pinned to the top of the comment section for quick and easy access from your laptops, your TVs, your smartphones. I've also listed all of the decks that I've used throughout these readings below in the description box for you. I will now provide you with a little moment of privacy, so feel free to pause the video right here to meditate on these 4 groups, and then I'll be right back to guide you into your readings. So by now you've hopefully been able to select one of these 4 groups. And if you're completely new here, please allow for me to introduce myself to you. My name's Vanessa Somuayina I, and I have been practicing my intuitive gifts for over a decade for you. And the purpose of my readings is to not only provide you with clarity and guidance, but empower you to be the highest, best version of yourself and create the life of your dreams that you've always deserved to live. And right in alignment with that, before I get into today's readings, is today's sponsor, Halara, which I'd like to thank for making this video possible. I'd like to thank today's sponsor, Halara, for making this video possible. With pieces that are absolutely perfect for my active lifestyle during the spring and summer months. Alright guys, so this is the first outfit that I got that I can't wait to show you, which is this gorgeous matching navy blue set. I immediately thought to myself, I need something stretchy, I need something with compression, because their sets are breathable, they're stretchy, they're not see-through. So with running my businesses and writing new tarot decks, I am constantly looking for opportunities throughout the day to go out, go for a walk, go into the beautiful nature. So I need outfits that just work and actually feel good once you have them on. With pockets as well, so I can have my keys, my phone, anything that I need on me without actually needing to carry a bag. And guys, I own so many different activewear brands and sets, but honestly, these pieces in particular, they're linked below. They just feel so buttery, smooth, and soft. And because I really love the kind of monochromatic look, what I also got was just this really cute jacket to match, so when it gets a little colder and a little chilly, I've got something to throw on that's gonna keep me warm. What I also really love about navy blue is just how well it pairs with white. I also got this white top, which is ruched at the side. It's absolutely gorgeous and it's so versatile. That's my favorite thing about this. So whether I'm traveling or I'm running errands or I'm filming new YouTube videos, I look cute and I feel amazing, and I'm therefore also able to create the best possible content. All right, let's do the next fit. All right, so now this is such a mega cute spring outfit. I really love this for going outside, going on walks. So these pants do come with a light scrunch if you like that. And this is the same top as the dark blue one, but in white. And I love how supportive this top is. It is also completely padded. And I would pair this gorgeous duo with this jacket. So I would just add cream colored or white running trainers to this and I'm good to go. This coat is also water repellent. I got it in a size small and it comes with a snuggly hood, which I love because it frequently rains where I live, so that way I am still protected from the weather. This is what this beautiful sage green and white outfit looks like. And I love how everything just feels really thick, durable, and soft. I've honestly never felt this type of texture before on any type of activewear. It feels so good and so high-end on your skin. So this is the next outfit combination. The other green leggings, they were flared, but these ones are actual like compression leggings all the way down. Now what I really love about these is that they've got pockets too. That's one thing with Halara, you'll have enough pockets to put all of the things that you need. And I find that everything pairs really well with one one another. And this V-cut shape of these leggings, super flattering to bring out curves that you didn't even know you had. And I would pair this outfit with this beautiful beige coat as well. As you can see, there is this fuzzy type of teddy fleece on the inside, so it keeps you really warm. And if it's a little bit of a colder day, or I'm just feeling like I want something to snuggle up in, then I would pair it with this really big, long, puffy jacket. This jacket is really lightweight. At the same time, it's still extremely warm. And I love the length of it because it actually gives me full body coverage for the days where I'm just feeling like I don't necessarily want to show off my body or be seen or perceived by anyone. And it's again perfect to go on walks with, to go to the grocery store, to travel, because it rolls up super nicely and into a very small little bundle. And as already mentioned, the links to all of these pieces can be found below in the description box. So once again, I would like to thank Halara for sponsoring today's video. And you can get my discount code below in the description box as well. So you can get all of these pieces that I just showed you and more with the best possible deal. Now let's get back into your readings. My gorgeous soul, you've hopefully selected one of these 4 groups in order to receive your reading. I will be starting off your readings with group number 1, which corresponds to the Wandering Star Tarot deck. So if this is the group that you chose, then simply keep watching. And to my other 3 gorgeous groups, I will catch you at the click of your timestamps. Hello, my gorgeous soul of group number 1. Now, you felt intuitively called to choose the Wandering Star Tarot deck. So this is the group that you chose that we're going to get into your reading with and unravel all of the hidden secrets that were meant to be revealed to you right here within this reading. Now, today's reading is going to be a very special one, as the universe has brought you to this place for a reason. And I manifest and claim that every message you will receive throughout your reading, group number 1, is going to help you become the highest version of yourself and allow you to reach your dreams, goals, and aspirations with ease. Let's manifest and lock that straight in. First and foremost, we've received the Queen of Cups. Now, the Queen of Cups is the queen of the element of water. I manifest for you that you become this queen in your life. The element of water represents your emotions. It represents your feelings and being in control of those, just as the queen would be. You're not waiting for permission to shine. You're not waiting for permission to be yourself. But what comes as a hidden surprise, now unraveled, is that you've always been the main character. You've always meant to win, and you were always meant to have this mom energy. Whether you're quite literally a mother or people just come to you for advice because you make them feel safe, that is one of your biggest strengths. The fact that you're kind, you're caring, and you're very intuitive. I see that your compassion runs so deep that when people tell you stories, you emotionally connect and empathize with their stories as if you were there, as if it was happening to you as well. And I see that you have this older sister and motherly vibe that is just undeniably part of your character. Within the 9 of Cups, I see that emotionally you are winning and your life is destined to be one where you're independent and you're happy. Regardless of what's happening around you here in the 9 of Cups, you were always meant to be a lucky person. You've always had good luck on your side. The 9 of Cups shows vitality, optimism, having an amazing time, and good health. I see that what had to be unraveled to you here in your reading, group number 1, is that being a healthy, vibrant person is part of your path and your journey in life. We've got the black cat and the white bird, which you will be noticing on the same day that you are receiving this reading. Maybe you are just seeing a white bird right now. Perhaps you just saw a black cat cross the street as you've received this tarot card reading. That's your confirmation of you deserving the best, becoming your best version, and you don't have to constantly be overworked. You can be in soft, gentle, feminine energy. You can be in the receiving energy of the Queen of Cups, where you receive compliments. Abundance flows to you easily in the material realm. You work a job that you love. You don't have to work hard endlessly and tire yourself out to be successful. You can be soft and have everything you want in life. We have got the Knight of Swords as well as the Nine of Wands here within your reading. I see that someone is meant to take a lot of work off of your shoulders. I manifest and I claim that you get to outsource much of the work you don't like to do. Accounting, doing taxes, cleaning your home, meal prepping. Also, having to do things at your job, at your career that aren't your favorite. I see in the Knight of Swords, you will have outgrown this role of being the person who just does a little bit of everything, and you get to specialize in one thing. And that takes away a lot of the hard work that you usually need to put in, and it gives you a lot of energy back. The Nine of Wands shows that you're getting a big break that's coming towards you. The secret had to be revealed because for a long time, you've been far closer to burnout than you perhaps even realized, and the universe is giving you a break. The universe is manifesting a change for you where within now the Two of Coins, you've got balance. You've got balance when it comes to your career and your private life. The Suit of Coins is the suit of the element of earth, and this is actually a suit that has to do with how you handle everything in the material realm, everything that's finite. So from your finances to your time, to your body, to the way that you work out, the things that you eat, and everything with your career, everything earthly, everything tangible, everything that has to do with you creating a life that you can touch as a human being. The Two of Coins shows harmony, balance. You are manifesting a life where you have an amazing career that you love and a private life that makes you happy too. The Nine of Cups card is the manifestation card, the ultimate manifestation card. And I can see here that that's exactly what you're manifesting. An amazing work-life balance, a life that you can't get enough of, and that makes you feel like you're finally receiving the things that you deserve. Romantically, but also especially professionally. Don't give up now, especially if you're going through a hard time at the point of you receiving this reading, as the universe confirms success. There's a reason why you have received this message right here, right now. There's a reason why success is showing up just as we are unraveling the hidden secret of why you've gone through what you've gone through in your life, and just as we're manifesting and claiming the manifestation of an amazing work-life balance like you've never had or seen before. Success is assured, success is yours. Claim it. Make sure that you connect with the energy of success throughout this reading by 100% believing that you deserve it, just as any other person that you deem as successful. It can and it should and it will be you, group number one. Getting more deeply into your reading, security is being created. For you, success is security. If you have got Cancer placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Stellium, Pisces placements as well, Virgo and Taurus placements in your Sun, Moon, Rising, or Stellium, this is especially important to you as you are a sign that craves and loves and creates stability. You are the type of person who will have a beautiful home, a family that you nurture and take care of, and also feeding your family is part of your love language. I see that you will have success and security that's assured for you, especially if you've come from a broken home or a home in which financial or material security was few and far between. I do see here for you, security is something that runs in your veins that was meant to be given to you. You were meant to break the pattern of any type of insecurity in your bloodline. Now, there are a lot of people who have financial abundance but still never felt safe and secure in their family. That's also because pleasure was something that was missing. But you have pleasure in your cards. You have pleasure in your future. You are meant to have a life filled with success, security, pleasure, and fun. Here within pleasure, I can see that it's a journey to understanding how pleasure works for you and what pleasure means to you. Having an nice stroll through your city and being able to buy whatever you want, going to the best restaurants and spas and traveling the world in first class and being able to make your own schedule. Pleasure shows itself in different ways. I see here for you, good health is a huge portion of pleasure. And yeah, you like the finer things in life. That doesn't mean that you're any less spiritual or that you're any less humble, but you want to experience everything at least once. The pleasures, the things in life that are the finer things, but also what you want to see once, at least in this lifetime, is 20, 30, 50 different countries, and you're going for it. I can see here within alchemy that you are changing your style of music once again. I'm getting an era of Paramore, an era of Linkin Park, Lana Del Rey. You had your era of Ariana Grande, you had your time of Beyonce, you had your Drake moment, you had your moment of listening to music that reminded you of certain events, and now something new is happening. I see in alchemy, you're completely flipping the script. I see that you're going a little bit more into old school tunes, so Michael Jackson, Whitney Houston, and so on. But you've also got very futuristic beats that you're tuned into. And what I see here in alchemy is you like the mixture of nostalgia as well as the new. And getting more deeply into your reading, because you don't feel bound by time, because now more than ever, it's funny because you're the oldest you've ever been, but you feel the youngest you've ever felt, and the least like you care about what others think, which makes you extremely free, which makes you someone who is very much in their wild energy. We claim, we manifest that. That's why I keep making sure that we cleanse the energy here so we can manifest this into being. We can claim the new, we can claim and manifest your reading. Being in your wild energy means wearing bold colors that you love. Even getting back to wearing black, that might be your bold color. Wearing white, that might be the color that you never thought you had the guts to wear, because what if you spill coffee over it? Matcha, what if it gets dirty? But you're realizing you don't have to save these clothes, these looks, how you want to show up for a special occasion. You are the special occasion, group number one, and your life is the special occasion. That is what you're leaning into now more than ever. And nobody is going to be able to shush you out of that. Nobody is going to be able to make you feel bad for living your best life. You've done that for long enough just to please other people. And I sage, cleanse, claim, and manifest that this next message is going to embolden you to become the highest version of yourself as we uncover exactly what it is that the universe needs you to know. Say what you mean. That's what's going to create the highest version of you. No more hiding, no more holding your tongue, biting your tongue, just to make someone else feel comfortable. You've stopped doing that. The universe is saying to you, that is what you had to become more brave doing, saying what it is that you mean. And yes, if you lose them, so what? They were never the right person to begin with. I see here and say what you mean, especially people with masculine energy. So either women who have very masculine energy or men, people who identify as male. You will lose some of them. You will lose them mentally. You will lose their attraction. But then you will also realize they were only attracted to you if you made yourself small. They were only attracted to you if you became a version of you that they could walk all over. And when you stop that, it gives you this glow. It gives you this don't F with me energy, where narcissists and toxic people are no longer going to be around you, and where literally the temptation to be with those people lessens, and the temptation to be with the right person grows and increases, because what becomes tempting to you is a relationship where you can be free, where you can be yourself. And I see in temptation that actually the more bold and wild that you are, right? The more expressive that you are, the more that you say what you mean. You might have thought that will scare people away. At the beginning, it will scare a few people away who are only around you because they think you're easy to control. But what happens after that initial feeling of loss is that actually you become so tempting and attractive to a whole new group of individuals who are obsessed with you saying what you mean. And I see in your career that's going to make you extremely successful. I see here that career-wise, the more honest and upfront that you are, the more clients love you, the more people want to work with you, the more people think you're irreplaceable, and you are absolutely the best thing that could have ever happened to the business world. And one of the big highlights that I see in you being so fearless and outspoken is here within the leg, that it allows you to step into completely new experiences. Traveling to, I see Japan for you, I see Costa Rica, I see Bali, Indonesia, I see Italy, I see France, Norway is another place that I see. I also see England, the UK, and a place that I also see is Kenya and Dubai for you. Here within the leg, you're stepping into new experiences. You're being invited into different countries and cities that you've never stepped foot in before. And this is all because you were not afraid to be 100% authentic. And that is what makes you very different from everyone else who's afraid to even speak. In the jug, I see lighthearted, carefree times. Now, you might think that the more you're yourself and the less that you care, the more difficult it will be to be successful, but the opposite is true. We claim, we manifest within your reading group number 1, a lighthearted, carefree time, traveling and being extremely successful for you, because success comes to you with ease. You're seeing this reading and you're receiving this in form of this manifestation because you were meant to be successful with ease, because you were meant to step into these new experiences, taking your family along with you, because you are just this person who has learned there's no point in taking life so seriously that you can't even enjoy it. The best thing you can do for yourself and for your life, for your future generations and your partner, is to be lighthearted in your carefree energy and to take that step into your new era. Now, there are a few more secrets that need to be revealed for you, and I can't wait for us to get into this group number 1. I'm going to clear and cleanse the space, and we'll see exactly what the universe has to say to you, because December is a very telling month. In December, you will learn something that is a huge secret and unexpected surprise that will be revealed to you. So just hold on tight as I clear and cleanse the space, and I'll be right back to guide you even more deeply into your reading. Hello, my gorgeous soul of group number 1. We'll delve even more deeply into your reading and also uncover what next December has in store for you, as there is something coming towards you in December that you didn't expect, but that's going to have a positive influence on your life. Let's reveal this hidden secret. We've got the 10 of Swords as well as the Knight of Wands. I see here that in December, what's going to happen is you're going to slay anything that made you feel uneasy, and it's going to be the end of a tough time. It's going to be the end of an ongoing legal battle, or just a situation with someone with extremely masculine, toxic energy that you're no longer needing to deal with. An old boss, a colleague, or even a business partner and a client that you know just had to be removed, and you will successfully do so, coming out as the victorious winner in the situation, and also just being able to still save face. Getting more deeply into your reading, we've got the Queen of Cups again, and this is all because of your emotional intelligence. Group number 1, you are emotionally intelligent. You are the type of person that always ends up winning because you're strategic, and because also you're the type of person who doesn't play it small and doesn't let others scare you. Yes, you might have initial moments of fear or overthinking, but you never stay down for long. And I do see here that you're not a quitter, you're a winner. The Queen of Cups is that symbol of you sitting in your throne and enjoying a drink or two, going out, having a great time. It could be a non-alcoholic beverage. I see here in the 10 of Pentacles, you have found a way that works for you to do your life. You found your way of exercising, of eating healthily, of having a work-life balance. The big hidden surprise here in the 10 of Pentacles is that You're feeling at ease, you're feeling really great about everything in your life, and that's coming sooner than you expected. You might have thought that everyone around you has life figured out and you're still kind of in the figuring out phase and the not sure phase, but it's not true. Group number 1, you are closer than you think to just having things figured out to the point where you can relax, where you've got things flowing for you easily. Within the Empress, I can see here that also beauty is a huge thing that's happening in a way that you didn't expect. You're not going to expect this, but many people who are younger than you, many people who you would see as kids, as babies, even your own kids, they're going to look to you as an iconic beauty queen. They're going to look to you as someone who's extremely good looking and someone that they look up to, that they want to become more like. And I see here in the Empress that you are a creator of life, a creator of abundance, the type of person whom others wish that they could be more like. And I see here within the bow that turned itself right side up. You can't make this up, group number 1. You saw me shuffling and you saw this exact card turning itself right side up, and this tea leaf fortune deck has over 200 individual cards. And guess what the bow represents? You are highly thought of. You are highly thought of. The universe is here in your reading and you are highly thought of. This is confirmed. This is something that was meant to show up in your reading, that you are meant to claim, that you are meant to step into. You are highly thought of. You are someone that is respected. You are someone who is valued. Claim it, stand tall in it, enjoy it, be proud of yourself. Remind yourself of the fact that you deserve everything that you desire, and you are extremely intelligent. You are 1 in a billion. You are also good looking. You're attractive. You are all of these things. And I see here in the Chile that people around you, they immediately feel that there's a special energy about you. They immediately feel like there's something about you that they need more of. When people are around you, they feel heat, they feel this stimulation, they feel this, ooh, there is something special about this person. And the universe is saying to you, enjoy that attention that you get from others, but also remember, your beauty doesn't fade. Your beauty is timeless. If you've seen a woman walk into a room and she might be older, but she outshines everyone in that room, that's you, group number 1. I see here within the Snapdragon, purification is what's next for you. Purifying yourself from any two-faced individuals. We've got the symbol of Gemini here. Gemini is about being multifaceted, but with purification, Gemini represents two-faced people being removed from your life. You're taking complete distance from them. And I do see that that has to do with family members who are two-faced. The Chile and the Snapdragon are clear, evident pictures that there has been some heat, there has been some friction there, and you then wanted to remove that person. You wanted to purify, you wanted to get rid of them. Because I can see here in the Strawberry, you are an agreeable person, and the people who say you're difficult are people who can benefit from being able to have you as a doormat or walk all over you. Those are people who are jealous of you and who feel better when you make yourself small. And when they see that you won't make yourself small for them, that's when they say you're disagreeable, you're difficult, you're this, you're that. But you know that that's not true. In the Strawberry, the universe is saying to you, have more berries, especially strawberries. They're extremely healthy for you. And don't forget here, you know yourself best. So don't let anyone tell you what you are, who you are, what you're not, and don't let anyone make you feel as though there's anything wrong in your personality. Your personality is a beautiful mixture between fire, water, and earth. Your personality is a beautiful mixture between being someone who's intuitive, who can listen, but who also knows how to take action. Happiness is meant to be yours. It's always been part of your journey. The Marjoram is that representation of happiness being your life path. And if you have had moments of feeling really sad and depressed, this is your sign. This is for you to claim and to manifest that You, of course, have had your own challenges and things that you've been through, but that doesn't mean that happiness isn't assured or isn't meant to be yours in this lifetime. It's actually confirmed here that happiness comes especially as you purify yourself from negative, toxic people who just always have something to say that you don't really need to hear. As I see in wisdom, you've got a ton of that. You've got wisdom for lifetimes. You might look young, you might have a baby face, perhaps to some even an RBF, a resting bee face, but you've got so much wisdom to share. You've got so much wisdom to give, and the right people, they really appreciate and value this wisdom. There are also individuals who will see this wisdom and they're intimidated by you. I see in wisdom that that is what's going to create more happiness for you, because when you act from a place of wisdom and from using your previous experiences as foundation for your action, you can't really go wrong, right? If you've learned in the past that people who overpromise and underdeliver usually always continue to do so, you'll stay away from them in business and in your private life. If you have learned here that you drinking on a Friday and going completely crazy partying means that your whole weekend feels like it wasn't even relaxing, you've learned, you've gotten the wisdom, you're not going to do it anymore. If you know that saying you'll work out at 10 p.m. usually never happens after work, you know you've got the wisdom to understand, okay, if I really want to get this done, I've got to do it first thing in the morning, or I've got to schedule different timing for it. You're using your wisdom to create the best version of yourself, the highest version of your life. And I see here in potential that this is something you've got endless amounts of. Your potential has always been huge. It's always been like this mountain. It's always been this huge thing, this elephant in the room, where sometimes you will be in the same room with people and you've already felt this as a kid, where they just stare at you but they don't say anything. And for the longest time you thought it's something negative, you thought maybe there's something wrong with you, but actually it's just people realizing after speaking to you for a couple minutes, okay, this person has a crazy amount of potential, and this is the type of person that I better not play with because they are going places in life. And one of the things that I see here is that people are coming back to you and they're trying to find common ground. The more successful you become, you have people from your past in your DMs that you went to school with. I see here someone who bullied you that is coming back and trying to be friends again, trying to be close again. But you're not really interested, group number one, because you know that it's only because now they see your potential and they see that it's true and they see that you were meant to become so much more than they ever expected. In the King of Swords, I see a male individual who has this air sign energy of Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. They're an older male who has very, very dominant masculine energy. And this is someone that is seeing your potential and who wants to invest into it. This is someone where I see you're going to get into an agreement, so either a business deal or a marriage with a King of Swords. So this is a very successful man who sees what a great investment it is to be in a relationship, in a partnership with you, and to invest their time, their energy, and also their resources into a family with you. And in the Eight of Coins, you will be building. You will always be creating, building, and one-upping the old you. I see in the Eight of Coins success in the earthly realm. That's why we've got the Suit of Coins here. That is meant to happen. The 8 is a number in numerology of infinity, as well as great success, great fortune. You having a lot of wins and a lot of manifestations that come to fruition, and having more than the average person in a material sense, not out of sheer luck, but because you've actually worked really hard for it. And that, of course, is also attracting people who are like-minded and who like the fact that you have this Queen of Cups energy, which is a softer, grounded, very nurturing, kind and caring energy, but still you're smart, you're business savvy, you're independent, and that is one of your most attractive traits that draws a lot of very masculine people to you, because they don't see you as competition, they see you as an amazing addition, as an amazing person to actually work with, as an amazing person to merge their lives with, because you both bring the best of each other out. You have this calming, nurturing, very giving aura, but also you can receive. You're not afraid to receive feedback, honest opinions. People can have real deep conversations with you, and you let masculine individuals take action. You let them go out and fight. You let them be the ones that feel like they're taking the lead, even though, think about it, if the king isn't happy with someone in their kingdom and the queen agrees, or the queen goes to the king and says, this person isn't doing a good job, or this person is causing issues, the king is then going to execute using the queen's opinion. So who's really in control, who's really running the show behind the scenes will always be the queen. And remember, the creator does not submit to its creations. All life, everything is created and is coming from the queen, and the queen knows that she is in her power without leaving her throne and without dropping her crown. Now, my beautiful soul of group number 1, this is the reading that I've received for you. I trust that you found it insightful and that it resonated. Feel free to let me know below in the comment section by leaving a crown emoji below. That way me and others will know that this is the group that you chose and that you found it insightful. Of course, also don't forget to use my special discount code for today's sponsor, Halara. It's linked below in the description box. You can get beautiful, long-lasting pieces for your wardrobe at a fraction of their original cost. Now, my beautiful soul of group number 1, wherever you are on our gorgeous planet, know that I'm sending you so much love, and I can't wait to connect with you during one of your upcoming readings. Hello, my beautiful soul of group number 2. You chose the Divine Feather Messenger Oracle deck in order to uncover all the hidden secrets that must be revealed to you in this reading. So we're going to get straight into it after we have cleansed our space and see exactly what the universe needs to say to you and needs you to know in this very moment. So we've got the peacock feather that you chose. I see inherent wisdom that's emerging at this time. Watch it and ready yourself for a rebirth. This is literally the universe saying to you, if you've been feeling off, if you've been feeling weird, if you've been feeling unlike yourself, like something is a little just different about you, something is changing, we claim, we manifest within your reading this rebirth, this peacock moment of going from a damsel in distress to gorgeous peacock who knows their worth and their value and who isn't afraid to shine. The peacock with its beautiful feathers is a bird of showing off, of showing your star power, and of not being afraid to be seen, and also of success, adoration, admiration, and you becoming extremely famous. Getting more deeply into your reading, group number 2, we've got the Kingfisher. I see prosperity is flowing. Have faith that you will receive it in the perfect form. You might have thought to yourself, I know I'm destined for more, but how is this more going to come? When am I going to be successful? When am I going to be seen for who I am? And the combination of the peacock and the Kingfisher is confirmation that you are meant to receive fame, you're meant to receive adoration. In the earthly realm, you are meant to thrive, and you're meant to have a lot of people who look up to you and see you as an inspiration. In the Kingfisher, I see prosperity is flowing, and right now is the time for you to receive it however it comes to you, whether that is a refund, whether that is you receiving prosperity in form of a friend or lover inviting you out for food or for a coffee. I see here within the Magician, the universe is trying to teach you that prosperity in any form is good. So don't judge it. Don't say to yourself, I have to receive prosperity in this exact way, in my career, in form of income, in form of me working really hard. Of course you can do that, but also why not receive all the abundance that is destined for you in the meantime? In the Magician, I can see here power that's coming towards you. The hidden secret that needed to be revealed is that you had to get back into your main character energy. We're manifesting, we're claiming your level up, your main character energy, you putting yourself back on the pedestal, you looking out for yourself and your dreams and acting on it. So that means that yes, of course, you're there for friends and family. You're an amazing partner, parent, and caretaker. But here in the Magician, I can see that you have a lot of time and energy that you have to now dedicate towards yourself in order to truly honor who you are and your purpose in life. In the Three of Coins, I can see here that you are receiving in the earthly realm. You're receiving more time as well as materially. There are gifts that are coming towards you. I can see here that you have success and talent that goes hand in hand. You're a very talented person, group number 2, and you don't give yourself enough credit for it. I see here in the Three of Coins that you are someone who has this business savvy flair. You have a very entrepreneurial mindset. You are someone who can turn an idea into success. You are not meant to be a struggling or starving artist. So if you were worried about that, get that thought out of your mind, group number 3. As I also see here within the mushrooms, that inspiration coming from a place of actually having herbs, having mushrooms, having what serves you. It could even be a matcha, a coffee that just gives you that extra kick in order to create. Don't feel ashamed of the fact that you as an artist or someone who knows yourself and you know when your best time to create is. That might be in the mornings, it might be in the evenings, maybe even in the middle of the night. See, next within the Empress, we have got fertility, love, nature, beauty, art. All this is needed to be revealed to you because your life has been in the same pattern for a while. The universe is saying now's the time for you to break out of the old. We claim, manifest, and cleanse any old energy away from you, group number 2, as now is your moment to thrive, to grow, and to become that version of you that you know you had within. I see here in the Empress that you're gonna win. Also, infertility, this means you've got a healthy body, you've got a healthy mind. I see here within your reading that the yellow color right now in this season, it is a color that looks really good on you and that brings out your best features. And you might think, wait a minute, yellow has never been my color. How is this a thing? Yellow in the form of gold jewelry as well. Gold jewelry gives you that extra sparkle. It gives you that extra kind of va-va-voom. And I see here that the universe is saying to you, wear it, enjoy it. And yes, you will gain a lot of attention when you are wearing your gold jewelry, when you are enjoying being this person who is sparkling, who's shining, who's got the peacock energy. And I do see here for you within the Empress that a huge part of the hidden secret that had to be revealed to you is that now is the time for you to step into getting a lot of attention. Attention is something that in the past you also had some negative connections with. I see here in the Magician and the Empress, you stood out. You already in school, in kindergarten, you were a leader. You were the type of person who had great ideas. And I see here that on one hand you were bullied, but on the other hand you also had power. You also had some people who looked up to you, right? Who idolized you. And you remember that feeling. And I can see here that moving forward, the universe is saying that all you need to do right now to get back into that star power, that leadership power, is to have your rituals every day that gets you into that energy. Now, my readings are designed to help you manifest your dream life and become the dream version of you that you've always wanted to be, and that, quite frankly speaking, you deserve to be. You deserve to live your life to the fullest. You deserve to have the best time possible in this lifetime. You deserve to accomplish all of your dreams and goals and aspirations. And I see here in the sweet corn that the universe is saying, if you haven't had sweet corn in a while and you love it, add it to your diet. It will be good for you to have that extra fiber, that extra vegetable, that extra sweet carb that is healthy for you, and also make a ritual out of creating more confidence. Eating healthy makes you more confident. I see here within the Bay that you are someone who is extremely wise, and the universe is saying have a ritual around your wisdom. That can be journaling your thoughts every single day. That can also be reading every single day and growing in your wisdom, growing in this ritual of you being your highest version, your best version. I can see here that the universe is also saying in master number 22 that you are someone who is always meant to work with other people. I see that here in the Bay as well as in the Three of Coins. And in Wild, you are that person who's fun. You're that person where you seem calm. You seem maybe even a little timid, a little introverted, until that moment comes that you're being crazy and you're being yourself. And here within Wild, I manifest, I claim that you move forward being unafraid to express yourself, to wear the color red, to wear vivid clothes, colors, to express yourself in a wild and free way, and to not be afraid of what anyone's going to think of that, to push forward, to sail to where you need to go, to be fearless, and to know that your path before you is illuminated. There is clarity around where you're supposed to go. The universe is saying to you, just get on the boat and go. Just push forward, move forward. Stop having so much fear. Stop letting the fear get between you and your dreams and aspirations. Getting more deeply into your reading within sensual arts, I can see here that the universe needs to say to you in number 33, which is a master number, your body is not only a temple, but your body is also extremely attractive. I see here in sensual arts that for a long time, you've really been hard on yourself, hard on your body. You haven't given yourself the break that you deserve. And I do also see here that you are admired and you're wanted in a sensual way. And I see here that you have a romantic partner that is going to express to you how they want more moments of being in a sensual space, being intimate with you, having time to just enjoy each other's company. And I see here in Have Faith and Master number 22, which we've received twice in your reading already, group number 2. We received it in the Bay and now within Have Faith. So the number 2 is your number. This synchronicity is confirmation that you were meant to receive these messages and you were meant to pick group number 2. You picked the perfect group for you. I see a head wrap, a headscarf. I see you covering yourself, and that gives you safety. Wearing a hat or wearing your hair in a way that allows you to cover yourself up, that allows you to kind of protect your aura, is one thing that I can see moving forward that makes you feel more safe, that makes you feel great, and that allows you to truly just be in your own zone and in your own world without overthinking. And in self-sabotage, the universe is calling you out and saying the only thing right now that you've got to look out for is self-sabotaging behavior. The only thing right now that the universe is saying, look, you're asking yourself how you can get to the next level, just stop sabotaging yourself. Stop with the making promises that you're not keeping. Stop telling yourself you're going to start next Monday. Stop writing these long to-do lists that you know are not humanly completable within one day. Is completable even a word? Well, we just made it one. That you know are not doable within one day and already setting yourself up for disappointment or for failure. Do the opposite. Have 1 goal per day, 2 goals per day, max 3. That's what I do. I goal journal. I've literally got my goal planner right here. I had to show you group number 2 so you know this is something that I use for real. The goal planner gives you 3 goals that you can have and set every single day to focus on, because otherwise you might become overwhelmed. It might be just way too many separate moving parts that you're trying to do all at once, and then you end up not doing any at all. Getting more deeply into your reading, I see that this is what creates happiness. Keep it simple. Keep it as simple as possible. Keep what it is that you want to accomplish really simple If you're someone who has their own business, who wants to level up in their career, which I know you are, that's why you're here on my channel, you always want to do better, make sure that you don't complicate it. Business owners, keep your offers simple. Keep what you do so simple that anybody can understand what it is and anybody gets what you're offering and what you're putting out there. I see here within potential that when you keep things extremely simple, your potential is limitless. And the thing is that sometimes you feel like you have to overcompensate, you have to overgive, you have to just work so hard. Like you have to work from morning till night and you have to have the perfect home, the perfect physique, the perfect aesthetic. You have to be this person who just behaves in this very perfect manner that isn't realistic, and perfection doesn't exist. Remember that, group number 2. And that is messing with your potential unnecessarily. So the universe is saying to you, the best way for you to follow through on your potential is to focus on being happy and keeping things simple, straight to the point, and easy. No more overthinking, no more feeling like you have all of these things that you have to offer, that you have to give to others. Keep it really simple, what it is that you do, what you offer. Keep it really simple, what you want in your relationships as well. One thing that I can see here is if you want respect, loyalty in a relationship that is romantic, just say that's all you want. Keep it simple. Don't talk in circles. Don't get into discussions with anyone. Make your wants and needs and desires so crystal clear that you could explain it to a 5-year-old. And that's when you know you're on the right path. Now, my gorgeous soul of group number 2, we are just at the start of the messages that had to be revealed to you. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to clear and cleanse the space. You don't have to lift a finger or do a single thing. As usual, continue to relax and enjoy this spiritual experience, and we'll be right back in order to get even more deeply into your reading. Hello, my gorgeous soul of group number 2. Welcome back to your reading, where we're going to uncover all of the hidden surprises and unexpected information that you were meant to receive. We've got the 7 of coins, and I see here that you are meant to build a legacy and a big business that lasts for a lifetime. And in the 9 of cups, this is meant to be based on something that fulfills you. Doing something that helps other people is in your life path, and I see that you were destined to be someone who leaves the world a better place, group number 2. I also see here in the 9 of cups, which is the ultimate wish and manifestation card, that everything that you desire to manifest in your career can be yours. The only thing that you've got to do is to not get distracted. Within the 3 of swords, I can see here that distractions come in different forms, and one of the main distractions is that you always try to help others, which is also what your business is based on. But I can see that while you try to help others in your career and professionally, even in your 9 to 5, it's important that you set boundaries with how much of your time and energy goes into helping others outside of your career as well. The reason for this within the Death card is because you're meant to have this transformation from overextending, people pleasing, help others in a way that does not take you away from your bigger goals. Now, the Death card is by far not a negative card whatsoever. A lot of people don't know how positive of a card this is, because with every ending and with every so-called death, there comes a birth, a rebirth, and a new beginning. And that's what I see had to be unraveled for you. Because the thing is, when you're not constantly wrapped up in issues and in problems that aren't yours, you have time to create something big. Imagine if the most successful doctors and scientists only spent time tending to patients, which they do as well, but not actually spending time innovating the way that they do medicine, or for example, the different medications that they have discovered, that they have created within their labs. They would have left the entire humanity with a huge loss if they didn't know how to say no at certain points and focus. Next, we've got the Elder of Swords in reverse. Now, in the Elder of Swords reverse, a hidden message that had to be revealed to you is that an elder, someone older than you, who always used to come to you for every single challenge that they had, is going to find that now they have to be a bit more self-sufficient. It's not a bad thing. You're training those around you to not come crying to you every single moment when they have an issue, but to actually be strong for themselves. As I see here in the Eight of Swords, you're freeing yourself from the mental prison of feeling like you've always got to be there for others. You've always got to do for everybody else. Now it's time for you to do for you. Now it's time for you to free yourself from feeling like mentally you're in this prison of always needing to show up, always needing to do what's best for others, always needing to show up for everyone. And you're coming out of that. The Eight of Swords in numerology actually shows that what happens next is you feel really abundant and free. You feel different. I see here within the Devil card that actually showed up in reverse. So we're going to reverse this baby in just a second. The Devil card reverse is that symbol that all temptation for the material realm to be so important to you that it distracts you, it's going away. So being distracted by feeling like you need expensive designer brands, or feeling like money is the most important thing, needing to be flashy or to impress other people by just the way that you're showing up, the things you're wearing, where you live, all of that is leaving your life. You are no longer putting that on a pedestal. It's no longer something that you are actually prioritizing, because what matters more to you is how you can make the world a better place and how you can follow your life path in the most authentic way. And you don't care if that comes with some moments of solitude. Group 2, you know what it's like to be alone, and you also know what it's like to be betrayed and to feel like you have to figure things out your own way without any help. And I see in solitude that because you know how to do this, you are extremely powerful, and a lot of people are fearful of what you're capable of once you regain that power and once you remember who you are again. And I see here in adventures that there will be some solo traveling and solo adventures that lay ahead to tropical destinations and locations where especially the birds are very colorful. We've got waterfalls, we've got greenery, we've got this absolute jungle vibe that I see coming for you next. And I'm getting Costa Rica, I'm getting Bali, Indonesia, I'm getting the Philippines. I'm also getting just South American countries. There are a few spots in America, and then we've also got, for example, Kenya, Tanzania. I'm also getting South Africa for you, Nigeria. I am getting Congo as well. So in adventures, I see here that you will be visiting places that most people don't get to visit. This is going to grow you. This is going to give you so much fulfillment, and it's going to just show you how other people live, and it's going to make you even more thankful for everything that you've got and every way in which you have a life that is full of potential, full of abundance, and it's just going to give you even more drive to be a good person, even more drive to do something amazing in this world, and even more drive to be extremely successful. Getting more deeply into your reading and simplicity, I see that your wants, needs, and desires, they're extremely to the point and simple. You have very pure, kind, good intent. Group number 2, that's what I see in the white feather and simplicity. And I do also see here, white feathers keep showing up for you, and this is a confirmation of who you are. It's a confirmation of your path in life. It's a confirmation that's telling you keep going down the path of helping others, of being the person that is always there for other people, but on a bigger scale. Okay, don't lose yourself in the little things. Remember, you are the person who is meant to create the next iPhone, to make that next song that connects millions of people, to write that book, that poetry, that novel that inspires more than just the immediate people next to you to be better, to be stronger. And honestly, sometimes you will see that people appreciate your art and you a lot more deeply when there is a little bit of distance and when you're not always available, because then they realize that they can't take you for granted. In the chrysanthemum, I see here longevity is part of your journey. So you're meant to have a life filled with longevity. You're meant to have good health. You're meant to live for a very long time, but in a way that feels good. You're not meant to be one of these people who's older and has one health issue after the next. You're meant to be healthy, fulfilled, and a way in which you've actually created this health is because you drink herbal teas, you move your body gently, you eat healthy foods, you focus on having healthy fats and proteins in your diet, fibers as well. I see here in the chrysanthemum that you will have a life where the things that you do have longevity. So even your work projects, you're not creating something for a quick buck, but you always do things that can outlive you, that can outlast you, and impact generations after you positively, and even your children and your kids' kids will be impacted positively. In the daffodil, I see hope. I see that you create hope in this world. You are one of those people, one of those rare people, group number 2, who gives others hope and who shows others how far they can go, everything that they can do, that they can accomplish if they just believe. And I can see here in the daffodil that there are some yellow flowers that are blossoming around you. Look outside of the window of where you currently are. If you've got a window, look around you. I see some yellow flowers as your confirmation. And the 4 of Cups is actually showing that you've got a life of winning and being at the top, where often you have to make the big decisions by yourself, big decisions for your family, big decisions for your health and for other people. A lot of responsibility is given to you because you're so trusted and you're so respected. And I see in the King of Wands reverse that actually the King of Wands, which is a masculine individual with this fire sign energy, so Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries, is going to give you some time and space to actually travel, to do the things that you want to do, and they are going to be going on a business trip. And what's going to come from that here within the lovers is that that's going to strengthen the connection even more, because now you're going to see who truly loves you, who truly cares about you, and also distance makes the heart grow fonder. Sometimes you have to send your lover away, or to send yourself away. Sometimes you have to distance yourself from a situationship, from a relationship, in order to regain like a really good view over it. And also for that person to realize, oh my God, my life is so much better when he is around. I really need to value my person more. I really need to show them more appreciation. Getting more deeply into your reading within the 7 of Swords, I can see here for you that a hidden secret that will be revealed to you is actually that you were meant to have a lover in your life who gives you all of the decision-making power and who isn't afraid to walk away from people who don't respect or value you. They have no fear to do that. You are meant to be with someone who is 100% devoted to you. And if you're currently seeing somebody, or you're even in a committed relationship with someone, and they are sticking to their friends and family, even if they are deadly in the wrong or talking badly about you, that isn't your path. That's a message that the universe had to reveal. And my gorgeous soul, that is the message that you've got to take with you in the lovers, that your love life is meant to be built on respect and this feeling of having someone that actually would die for you. Now, my beautiful soul of group number 2, this is the reading that I've received for you. I trust that you found it insightful and that it resonated. Feel free to let me know below in the comment section. And also, of course, don't forget to check out our sponsor, Halara, and make sure you use my discount code that I got just for the Unicorn Army. It's below in the description box, so you can get all of these timeless, high quality pieces that fit any size and are so smooth. I've been wearing day in and day out all spring, so I can tell you the quality is really amazing. Don't forget to check that out below in the description box. Now, my gorgeous soul of group number 2, wherever you are on our planet, know that I'm sending you so much love, and I can't wait to connect with you during one of our upcoming readings. Hello, my gorgeous soul of group number 3. You chose the Tarot in Wonderland deck to help guide you and uncover all of the hidden secrets that need to be revealed to you right now. My name's Vanessa Somuayina I, and I have been practicing my intuitive gifts for over a decade for you, and I can't wait for us to uncover how you will reach your highest potential and what you need to look out for that is going to come to light right now. First and foremost, in the Knight of Cups, I claim that you have this Knight of Cups entering your life, changing your life for the better. Knight of Cups has this water sign energy, so Pisces, Scorpio, and Cancer. They also have the masculine energy of getting things done, of being straight with you, and of being honest. I see in the Knight of Cups a caring, older gentleman that has a positive effect in your life. They might not even biologically be much older than you, but they have this very mature aura, and what's coming into your life next with them in the Knight of Wands is that you've got this love triangle situation. Now, if you're already in a committed relationship or you're even married, to you, this might not faze you because you know where your loyalty lies, but still, it's nice to have some attention that comes towards you from the Knight of Wands and the Knight of Cups simultaneously. However, if you are single, you are in a position where two different individuals want you. One person is a Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, so a fire sign that's coming in a very fast pace, and the other person is more of a very emotionally intelligent Knight of Cups individual that you can have deep conversation with. Now, you have got this very attractive energy in you, group number 3, and in the Six of Cups, I see that a hidden secret that had to be revealed to you is that you are attracting a ton of new people into your life, men and women, and I see here in the Six of Cups that this comes from your very giving nature and aura. I claim and manifest that you get to pick exactly whom you want in your life, and I also see in the Six of Cups that because you are such a giving, caring person, I do see a new friend that comes into your life who is very successful, who's famous, who's quite wealthy, and I see in the Six of Cups that they want to give to you. They want to share with you their secrets to success. They're sharing with you everything they experienced and they went through to get to where they are today. And I see in the Ace of Pentacles, what that will do is it will inspire you to take that next level up in your career. Your career needs a little reboot and a little mindset revamp, and the Ace numerologically corresponds to the number 1 and always represents a new beginning. The Pentacles corresponds to the suit of the element of Earth, and this is everything that's tangible. So everything that's finite, that has an end, and everything that's tangible. Your career, your job, your time and time management, your body, as well as the material realm, the things that you own, the things you can touch. In the Ace of Pentacles, I see a complete fresh start coming for you. I am also getting a new home in your reading for you, and multiple realtors as well as solicitors, lawyers that will help you lock in the deal. I see that in the Knight of Wands and the Knight of Cups. Now, what comes next as a hidden surprise for you is that you didn't think you will get this deal at such a good rate, but it's going to be yours regardless. And in the Page of Cups, I can see here that you are holding up this cup that represents your emotions here with the fish. The fish represents Pisces energy, very sensitive energy, extremely psychic energy. And you are the type of person who has always had a sixth sense, so you've had psychic abilities. You are actually even still uncovering some of them. You don't have every single psychic ability that you possess uncovered just yet. And I see in the Page of Cups, you're basically holding up your intuition, holding up your gut feeling in this chalice and thinking to yourself, wow, I once thought that my sensitivity was a negative thing. I once thought that when everyone told me, you're so sensitive, you're overthinking it, I thought that was something bad. But now you're realizing it's actually one of your biggest strengths and assets, because you can use your sensitivity in order to make the best decisions, and you're using your sensitivity in order to win, in order to sense who is a trustworthy person and who isn't. You know exactly what deal in your career is worth taking and which isn't. And I see here within pleasure for you, group number 3, that the universe is saying what comes next that you didn't expect is fun, pleasure, redecorating, redesigning your home. And I also see you redecorating your workspace. So your work desk is changing. You're maybe looking at walking pads right now, at humidifiers as well. And you're thinking to yourself, this might be an amazing upgrade to my space. This might be a way in which I can practice being healthy while at the same time also doing my work, also making my dreams come true. And I see here in pleasure that stacking your habits is what you're doing, reading the book Atomic Habits. And I am also getting some nostalgic music that is making you want to reach your goals. So this nostalgic music being Avril Lavigne, nostalgia in Whitney Houston, Michael Jackson is another one that comes up. I am getting the Jay-Z and Beyonce era for you. What I'm also getting is Paramore. I'm getting Slipknot. I am getting this whole Green Day vibes, if you remember Green Day. And I do see here that you have got, the Raconteurs as well. If you know the Raconteurs, they're coming up for your reading. And I see this kind of like niche time and era. And I see that is making you feel very, very dedicated to reaching your goals. And you're watching documentaries of people who inspire you. A lot of people who did sports, a lot of people who were athletically very much in like the top 1% of winners. Within Wonders, I can see for you, group number 3, that your career is taking on a completely different shape than you thought. Even if you love the job that you're doing, perhaps you're doing a 9-to-5 that you love. I do also know that many of you in group number 3, you're going to say to me, I don't love my job. Actually, quite the opposite. I hate it. I don't want to be here. It's the same thing every single day. I feel like I'm wasting my life. I'm wasting my potential. And that's where I see here in Wonder, a hidden secret that had to be revealed to you, is that all of this pain and all of this challenge that you're going through, it's not for nothing and it's not in vain, because actually then when the opportunity presents itself to level up and to upgrade, you're going to immediately seize it. You're not going to let it pass you by, and you're not going to doubt that a change is worth it, or you're not going to doubt, and you're not going to be afraid to bet on your abilities and to take a risk for yourself, because you know the alternative is a life that you don't want to live for the rest of your life. Next up, within inner child, I see that you will make your inner child really proud, and there's so many things that the universe is saying, give yourself permission to do it now, because there's nobody stopping you. If as a child you were never allowed to do horseback riding or dance classes, or your parents said that they weren't able to help you take those vocal lessons, or they weren't able to help you with your own business or pay for the type of education that you actually really wanted, remember that it's never too late. There are literally people who you know, but you don't even know their story of going back to school at, say, age 40, 50, 60. People who had a really challenging childhood, and they went and they rewrote the narrative and the story. If your parents didn't allow you to pursue your dreams, that doesn't mean that you can't still pursue them, or that you yourself can't make them true. Within number 32, the Phoenix rising, which is exactly double the number 16 that we received of the inner child card. I see here within Phoenix rising, you are like a phoenix rising from the ashes. The universe sees in you a strong individual, a phoenix who knows what they want, they know what they deserve, and right now it's time for you to take what's rightfully yours. In Phoenix rising, you're never held down for too long. Yeah, your parents weren't perfect, neither was your childhood, but at the same time, one of the things you always remembered is that you're not a quitter. You're not someone who gives up. and you're not someone who gives in easily. Getting more deeply into your reading, I see that hard times are just cycles in your life. They're not meant to last. They're not meant to stay. They're not meant to be your story. I see here in cycles for you, group 3, we've got the number 6 as well. So the number 6 is a number of winning. It's a number of victory. It's a number of generosity and care and family. The next cycle you're entering is a cycle of focusing on creating your own home life, creating your own family, how you want, your own rituals. And I see here in cycles that a hard time, a hard cycle is coming to an end. That's why you had Phoenix rising. And next in the number 20, you can't make this up. We've got family and tribe. We literally just received the cycles card and the message in the number 6 of family, of building your own tribe, your own traditions, your own norms, and your own values, and being free of having to live life the way that your parents and grandparents dictated it. You get to do things exactly the way you want for your family. And in family and tribe, I see that this is what the universe is telling you to focus on next. And don't be afraid. The universe is saying you had your moment of doubt or of thinking, how am I going to do everything? How am I going to live my dreams, have my career, and also juggle having a family? But you're going to do it all. You are going to have the best time doing it because you'll be in your natural element. It's like redefining what family means. In our society, we make it seem as though kids and family have to be a stopper. But remember, we've been doing this for millions of years. Having kids, having family units. If it was meant to stifle us so much, then through evolution, all of that would have broken down. And we would have evolved to being more loners, right? More like, for example, sharks, snakes, all of these creatures that live by themselves. But no, we depend on each other, and the family unit is an important part for our development, for our growth, and also for us to thrive mentally and physically. The universe is saying to you, you can thrive in that as well, and you can make it in a way that fulfills you and makes you thrive and gives you everything that you need to thrive in your own way. Now, group number 3, we are going to clear and cleanse the space, and then we'll be right back to guide you even more deeply into your reading. I claim and manifest all of the positive energy and abundance from this reading for you as we delve even more deeply into it. You don't have to lift a finger or do a thing. Simply continue to relax and enjoy your prediction. Welcome back, my gorgeous soul of group number 3. We're going to now delve even more deeply into your reading. We're going to get into this with our Green Witch Oracle deck next, so we can uncover all of the hidden secrets that were meant to be revealed to you right now. So first and foremost, we've got the apple. The hidden secret meant to be revealed to you is that your good health will continue. So good health that you have acquired when you've learned your body, you're taking the supplements that you should, the vitamin D, the vitamin B12, the iron, you're having enough vitamin C in your diet, enough fiber. You are also making sure you've got all of the other minerals. I see that will continue. You just had to get it down once. You just had to speak to your doctor once, and then there will be a continuance of this. The sweet corn shows me that moving forward, you have your rituals, you have your gym time, you have the time where you focus on your health, and also you have your time where you just like invest in your well-being. Right now, perhaps you're listening into this reading and you're investing in yourself by cleaning, by relaxing, by driving somewhere to get something that you want, a latte, a coffee. Maybe you're working out. Perhaps you're even on a walk. I see here within the sweet corn that you taking time for yourself and investing in yourself, that is a ritual that shall continue as well, and that is manifesting the highest good for you. It's manifesting success. In the peppermint, the universe is saying to you, drink peppermint tea, put peppermint into your dishes. This is a very lucky and fortunate herb for you to be using. And now's the time for you to find more ways how you can incorporate peppermint into your diet and into what you are consuming. Peppermint attracts success to you. Peppermint attracts abundance to you. So group number 3, do not miss out on the powers and on the magic of peppermint. Use peppermint in beverages, and right now, don't be afraid to experiment with these 3 individual plants. Peppermint apples for fiber, as well as vitamins, and sweet corn also for fiber. Healthy and delicious nutrition for you. Sweet corn can be cooked in so many ways. You can grill it and put some nice oils, butter, as well as spices over it if you'd like. Apple can be had just as is. You can bake it, you can add it to a porridge, you can make a pie. There's so many different ways in which you can enjoy all of these individual plant ingredients. And the 9 of coins, yes, we're manifesting and we're claiming the abundance that you've got here in the earthly realm. The suit of coins is the suit of the element of earth, and the number 9 in numerology, which we're claiming and manifesting as your number in this suit, is the number of comfort. It's the number of wealth. It is a number that shows here that all of the hard work that you've put in, it's paying off, and you're seeing how it's paying off in a really unexpected positive way. I see here in the 9 of coins for you, in this white dove, this white bird that we've got, that you're finally at peace and at ease in the earthly realm. This is something you've been wanting. This is something you have been hoping for, you've been waiting for, you've been investing a lot of time and energy into finally being stable financially. And I see here within the sun, which is one of the most positive cards of the entire tarot, I claim this for you, group number 3. I'm taking this moment to claim and manifest this into your life. There's a reason you're receiving this, and there's a reason why the universe wants you to have this manifestation. The sun card is showing light, it's showing life, energy, and being in a place where you feel so good about yourself and you are extremely healthy and wealthy. I see here in the sun that you are destined for more. You're destined for success. You're destined for greatness. And I see here that that is your next step. Your next step is getting out of struggle. It's getting out of a mindset that isn't serving you. It's getting out of the overthinking, out of the fear and doubt, and into your confidence, into being your most successful version, into being independent in the material realm as well. And you finally being able to just relax, because you've got more things than just basic amenities, rents, bills, utilities, insurances. You've got more than that covered. You're actually now living in higher abundance. In the 4 of Swords, I can see that the universe needs to call you out on the overthinking, the sleeping late, the insomnia, not because it's your fault, but because if you're honest with yourself, group number 3, perhaps you can go to bed a little earlier. You can quit the caffeine a little earlier in the day. You can make sure that you don't work out too late or still have any snacks right before bed or even in bed. Trust me, I'm guilty of this as well, group number 3, but we're manifesting the energy, the willpower, we're speaking it into existence, we're claiming that you'll have this, to get your diet in check, to get any unhelpful substances in check, so you can get better rest and better sleep, because that's where I can see that you can actually really benefit from some improvements, from a little bit more self-care, a little bit more self-love in that area of your life, because right now you are kind of just doing what you feel like, which is amazing too, and you're listening to your body, but a little bit of structure doesn't hurt at times too, just so your body knows what to expect. And if you're a parent, then please don't be hard on yourself, group number 3. You're doing the best that you can. Next up here within the Queen of Swords, what I can see here for you is that your communication is on point. You are intelligent, but sometimes your words cut deep. So this is where the universe is saying to you, you don't realize sometimes that when you're telling the truth, Some people get hurt or offended far more easily than you do. And that's where your guides, the universe, your angels, they're saying to you, try to be mindful of the tone, the body language, the words that you use right now. Because right now everyone is a little extra sensitive, okay? The world is in a very sensitive spot. People aren't always ready for honest and real conversations. You're someone who's very real. You're someone who doesn't like to pretend or be fake. So it could be a challenge for you to be around people who are extremely sensitive to being real, to people being honest. And I see here in the Page of Cups, this is just your next learning lesson. It's just your next lesson from life, from the universe, on how to be resilient, because when you don't give it too much attention, that some people, they are a little bit soft, they are a little bit quote unquote weak, and it's not a bad thing. Perhaps you've been in a moment where you felt that way too. That's fine. Not everybody is built like you, and not everybody will always understand you. Now, in the Queen of Wands, I see that you've got a bigger mission. You've got bigger things to do than to sit around, gossip or moan or feel sorry for yourself. Yes, sometimes you have gone through a heartbreak and you've sat in the bed for 2 or 3 days, maybe even 2 or 3 weeks, and you've been sad, you've been upset, and you've asked yourself why this is happening to you. You have definitely had your moments of fear, of overthinking, or of even crying. But you never rest in that for too long, because you were born to be a winner. You were born to be a leader. You were born to be someone that leads, and leaders can't stay down for too long. Leaders don't show defeat. The universe is also saying journal or go to therapy, have some sort of safe space where you can actually talk to someone about what you're truly going through. As I see here in the Four of Pentacles, you keep a lot of things to yourself. I see that most of your inner workings, most of what you really go through and really think, group number 3, never comes to light, as you keep it all to yourself. And because you are the type of person who doesn't like to share the struggles and hardships that you're going through, because you don't want pity, you don't want people to also know all of your weaknesses. And I can see here in the Four of Pentacles that holding on to a lot of this has caused some PTSD in you, some complex PTSD, CPTSD I think it's called, but correct me if I'm wrong. Now, the Four of Pentacles, I see here that you're holding on to these pentacles, right? You're looking down, you're feeling like it's a lot of weight to carry. Remember, even the strongest people, like yourself, group number 3, need an outlet and need someone to talk to confide in, and a space to be able to open up into. It's nothing to feel ashamed of. It's not a bad thing. It's actually just showing that you are also human and you too deserve a break. And I see here that in November is also the most amazing time for you to travel. I am getting Southeast Asia. I'm also getting Japan, Thailand. I'm getting America, different states, and also places in India. In November, I can see that you are able to travel to a new country you've never been to before. And the universe is saying, don't overthink it and do it, because that's a trip. And that is a journey you'll take that you'll never regret. You'll never think it was the wrong decision. And I see here that for you and the young woman, you will be able to go with a friend, with a young woman, with someone that you really get along well with. And I see dealings or a relationship with a younger woman for you when it comes to this trip. In the younger woman, I do also see that younger you would be proud of you for going on this trip. Going on this trip is so important because it shows how far you've come, who you have become, and how much you love and care for yourself, and how much you want to put into yourself. You might have not had the courage to do previously, but because your value is a non-negotiable, it's a sure thing, it's something that you realize is extremely high and will always be there, will always be an asset. You are giving yourself gifts, you're taking yourself on trips, and you're accepting trips as well. You being in a relationship with someone who's giving, with someone who's generous, is something that I see the younger you would be proud of and would say to you, of course, you deserve this. Say yes to it and enjoy it. Now, group number 3, I'm going to clear and cleanse the space as we've got a few more messages that you are meant to receive and meant to uncover. You don't have to lift a finger or do a single thing as per usual. Simply continue to lean back, relax, and enjoy your reading as we delve even more deeply into it. Hello, my gorgeous soul of group number 3. Let's delve even more deeply into your reading and see what hidden messages need to be uncovered for you. We've got helpful people. You've got helpful people on your journey, so don't worry if you bump into any challenges, difficulties, or problems. I manifest your angels, your guides, the perfect helpful people to be around you right when you need it. You know that one time you had an issue with your car and you had the perfect person to help you? That one time you got a scary letter, you didn't know what to do, and you had a friend to call who would listen to you and give you the best advice. You know that one time that you felt sick and you had your best friend, your mother, your partner be here for you? I see here within your angels that are present in your reading that sometimes all you've got to do is ask. You are hyper independent, group number 3. You like to do things by yourself and you don't like to seem needy or weak. I get that, group number 3, but the universe is also saying to you, don't be afraid to ask for help, because this vulnerability is actually something that makes people feel really open to helping you even more, and it's not a bad thing. So the universe is saying to you, no, don't overthink it. Don't get in your own way anymore, and quit putting yourself in a position where you're not asking for help just because you don't want to seem like a burden, you don't want to be difficult, or you don't want to inconvenience others. People love helping you. You're attractive energetically and physically. You are the type of person that always helps others, and you deserve help and support in even more deep ways than you've received so far. And help from above, literally, this entire portion of your reading is the universe saying to you and confirming to you, you'll receive help, you'll receive support. Have you been accepting it? And will you accept this help and support coming towards you? Or will you shut it down? It's up to you, group number 3. But here in the number 27, you have had so many times where help could have been yours, but you said, oh no, I can do it myself. I can deal with it. Don't worry. I can have all of these things cared for. I can handle it. I can clean it. I can sort it. I can deal with all the things. And of course you can, group number 3. Nobody is questioning whether you can, but you don't need to. You don't need to do all of these things by yourself. I see here within the sensual arts as well that right now the universe can tell that you're in a phase of your life where actually your body is at its height. So you're entering the best shape of your life, the best health of your life. And I need you to understand one of the most important things at times is just confidence for you. That is the game changer. There are moments where you're hard on yourself and where all you need is to be confident in your body and your abilities and also how attractive and deserving that you are, and you'll get everything. But don't be afraid to ask for it. I see here in the King of Cups, there is an older gentleman who is really self-confident, self-assured, almost a little egocentric. Learn from them. What might come to mind right now is either your father or an ex that was toxic, but the one thing that you can learn from them is how well they put themselves first, if you know what I mean, group number 3. But you usually always know what I mean, so I trust that you understand what I'm trying to say here in the King of Cups. And the learning lesson, as I see here in the Hermit that showed up for you reversed, that Hermit phase and the time of feeling like you have to go into solitude, you have to leave your friends and family to think, to do things by yourself, you can't ask for help, you have to deal with everything yourself. That's ending. That is a tale of the past, group number 3. You're not doing that anymore. You don't need that. What is that for? I see here within the Hermit in reverse that that is just a phase of your life that you're leaving behind. And in the Page of Cups, you are literally becoming a new person emotionally. Again, you're holding up your intuition. You are trusting that you were blessed and gifted with empathy, with a strong intuition, with a strong sixth sense, with a strong discernment. And you don't need anybody else to verify that. You don't need someone else to confirm it. You just know it, because that's just who you are, group number 3. You are a winner. You are someone who is trustworthy. You're someone who works hard and has already accomplished a lot, and that's just going to continue. We're claiming it. We're manifesting it. That is your path in life. I see here within the Temperance card in reverse that the universe doesn't have to say to you anymore to steer clear of toxic people, or to not go out and drink too much, or do any other substances, or have self-deprecating thoughts about your body image, food, exercise. I see here in the Temperance card in reverse, like you're entering an era of your life where you understand that, sure, there's a certain body image, there is a certain lifestyle that is portrayed in the media and on social media that is seen as aspirational, but you're not buying into it anymore. Like, you're not tempted by unhealthy things. You're not tempted by chasing material possessions that just make you happy for a little bit, but then the void is still there. You're not chasing to buy cars and houses and clothes and bags and shoes to impress people who don't even know you exist, or don't. You're not going to buy things you can't afford, or you're going to work yourself to the bone for just to impress other people or to have a certain image. To you, that is like a huge bygone. It's not a thing, and it's not a reward for you to, for example, drink all night, or to over-exercise, to not eat what you want to eat. For you, the reward is feeling good the next day. I see here in the Ten of Swords, literally the universe has co-signed that time of burnout is over. The Ten of Swords is that symbol that literally you've gotten everything you could out of that era, and you know that you're ready for the new. You're ready to step into a fresh cycle. 10 means completion. It's done. In numerology, this is a symbol that you know better, you've learned. And that's the whole point of life: evolving, learning, growing, doing better, leaving the past behind. And I see here in Temptation, which is quite similar to the Temperance card. Now, is it that you have other temptations that are new? You've got temptations like, wow, what wellness retreat can I go to? What type of new tea or what type of new supplement can I invest in? What book can I get that's going to make me feel amazing once I've read it? What type of trainers can I get in order to get more steps, to walk, and to just really be in my most healthiest, highest version of myself? And in how teachable are you, which corresponds to the number 9, I can see reading and also relearning an instrument, getting back into music, getting back into things such as stretching, exercise like you haven't done in a long time. I see for you, group number 3, that the universe is saying these are ways in which you will never grow old. You'll always be young at heart, young in the mind, body, and soul, because you never stop challenging yourself. You never stop learning. You never stop taking in new information. And you always keep wanting to do better, and you always keep outdoing the old you as well. And that's where I can see here, group number 3, that you are winning, you are becoming the best version of yourself, and you are extremely teachable. You will be that parent that one day has kids who teaches them how to be cool, who teaches them what's going on in the world, and who listens, who doesn't just think, oh, I'm the parent, I know everything better. No, you love to learn, you love to be a part of what's going on, you love to continue to be a part of the contemporary world of innovation, of growth, of human creation and development, and you are forever gonna be cool. You're forever gonna know what's going on in this world because you're part of the heartbeat, and because you never give up on learning and growth, and that's what makes you so special. And the next phase of your life is about your new hobbies. It's about new health. So you renewing your health. I'm getting charcoal, I'm getting matcha, I'm getting D vitamins, as well as even looking into things such as peptides and skin boosters and skin treatments on your entire body, not just your face, natural ones as well as clinical ones. You're doing the research, you're picking what's best from you, and you are investing in supplements and in your beauty and youth and amazing health, especially from the inside out, and you're glowing from the inside out. Now, group number 3, this is the reading that I've received. Hope that you found it insightful and that it resonated. And of course, don't forget to check out our sponsor, Halara, which I mentioned during the intro of this video. If you want to get the same pieces I did, and they're a wide range of sizes with their worldwide shipping, and I've got my discount code below in the description box for you to use. You can get the best possible deal on these high quality pieces. So group number 3, I deeply, deeply hope that you enjoyed this reading, and I'm sending you so much love. I can't wait to catch up with you during one of our upcoming readings. Hello, my gorgeous soul of group number 4. Welcome to your reading. You chose the Heal Yourself Oracle deck in order to uncover all of the hidden mysteries that we've got for you and that the universe needs you to know of right now. If you too believe that there are no coincidences in this world and that destiny is going to reveal why things are happening to you, then this reading is going to resonate. Throughout this reading, we're going to be uncovering all of the hidden secrets that you had to know of, just as the first card we've received, number 21, healing. You are going through your healing journey, and that's also why you are experiencing ups and downs and emotions that you've never felt before. You've healed more than anyone in your family lineage before, because people did not have the courage to actually deal with trauma, be honest, and also be unafraid to look at ways in which they can improve. But you are different, group number 4. I see in healing that the universe needs you to know that that's what you're continuing to do, and you will keep becoming better and better. And better for you means wilder, more authentic, less afraid of what others will think. I can see here with the number 15 and wild that you will be wearing a red top, a red dress, or a red accessory. Also, we have the symbol of the dragon and the ship for you. So I see here that you're moving forward. You're wearing very kind of bright colors, even lilac, a bright purple, wearing crystal jewelry such as amethyst jewelry, just like what I'm wearing today as well. And you're expressing yourself in that way fearlessly. To others, this might look like you're being wild, but you're just finally being yourself, and you don't care what anyone thinks. You are someone who is authentic. You're someone who is really positive. You always want to help others. You're a very kind, caring type of person. And that's why healing is important to you, because what it does also is it brings out even more courage for you to take on your dreams. I see within courage for you, group number 4, that you attract other people who are very courageous. And this courageous man here with the lamp, who isn't afraid to illuminate the truth, I see that this is who you're meant to end up with long term. A partner who, just like you, has the courage to actually uncover all the hidden secrets of the world. And I also see here a lot of conspiracy theories that you will be talking about with your forever partner. And I can see here within courage as well that a lot of people have wanted to hold you back in the past. They said to you, you don't need to change, you don't need to put in all that work, you're being crazy, you're being over the top. Well, good thing you don't listen to them, group number 4, because I can see that that is exactly what sets you apart from the average person. The fact that you're not afraid to grow, you're not afraid to keep learning no matter your age, and also your self-expression. Now, next within the 3 of Pentacles, I can see here in the suit of Pentacles, which is the suit of the element of earth, and it's that suit of everything tangible, everything in the earthly realm, everything that you can hold and touch and that's finite, like your health, your time that you've got. Also things such as material abundance, material wealth. I see in the 3 of Pentacles, you've worked really hard. We've got the 3 Bs, and you are going to be teaming up with other hardworking people in the very near future to create an even bigger, more impactful product and project that will change the world. So just as, for example, Apple, most people immediately think Steve Jobs, but there were so many more important influences. The same with Microsoft, most people think Bill Gates, but again, there were more people behind the scenes who made this a reality. They were just the most famous influences, but not the most important ones necessarily. So in the Three of Pentacles, I see here that you are meant to work with others who are wanting to create a big change, who are wanting to go big, who are very success oriented, because I see here in the Two of Swords, you've made the decision. You're not going to live life the way that your parents did and the way that all the quote-unquote normal people in your community are living their lives. You've always been a little different. You've always wanted to choose a path for yourself that is unique, and I claim and I manifest that you keep making the decisions to become that best version of you, and I claim and I manifest that it will all work out for you. I claim your success right here in this reading, and to unravel the fastest path to getting you there. The Two of Swords is the two of the element of air, as the Suit of Swords corresponds to the element of air, which represents your mental realm. It represents communication, decision making. You've always been someone who's had a little bit of like this Libra, Pisces energy in either sun, moon, or rising, who sometimes would make a decision and then you question yourself. You're not sure if it was the right one to make, but your spirit guides are saying that's coming to an end. The decisions that you make are the right ones, and in the Tower, the old you is falling apart. This is a really positive card to receive in the context of your reading, group number 4, as the old you falling apart means the overthinking is falling apart. The side of you that was struggling to make decisions and stick to them and feel confident in your own decisions, that's ending. And with this new strength and courage that you are receiving and that's happening for you, don't be surprised when a lot of people start saying that you've changed. You'll hear this shortly after you've received this reading, group number 4. You'll hear someone say to you, oh, what's gotten into you? You've changed. You're very different. You're not how I remembered you being. And reunions with family members and also old classmates are going to be filled with shock and wonderment as they think to themselves, what happened to you? Because you've not only completely changed physically and economically, right? You look different. You're flashier in a positive way. You're more elegant. You seem more refined than everyone that you grew up with. And I see here in the Eight of Swords that you definitely are this person that needs to be very selective about their friend circle. You need to keep your friend circle small because people get jealous of you very quickly, especially those who had the same opportunities, who came from the same background as you, but they didn't make anything of themselves in the way you have. And that's not to judge, it's just to show that they chose a path of less resistance. But you put in the work, you put in the effort, you had the self-belief, so your result has been different. Your life has been turning out differently. And I see here in the Eight of Swords that that means you have to be very selective with friends. Quality over quantity. Fewer friends who actually adore you are where it's at for you. As I see here within the Emperor, you're a leader. You're the type of person who enters a room and your energy is undeniably different than that of everybody else. In the Emperor, I can see here that people love listening to you and following you because you are the type of person that inspires confidence. You're the type of person who others want to be more like. And I do also see here for you within the Emperor that we have a lot of people who are looking to you to figure out what the next step is. You give amazing advice, and even careers in which you're teaching others or counseling others, whether that's you being a literal teacher or a counselor, someone who gives advice, legal advice. I want you to know here that you being in a role and in a position where you're making decisions, and you're making decisions based on advice that you have given others. So you might be working in marketing and your team is asking, what can we do in order to spark a greater interest? And the thing is, you have the best advice because it's based on observation. It's based on looking at what the market needs, and you're very intelligent in that way. And you grow in your career based on the fact that you take action and you listen to others, but then at the same time, you always base your action on what you see is needed in the world. So in the Five of Swords, I can see that you ruffle feathers a lot. So you'll have a very strong opinion, or you'll have a very different new idea on what to do for your career, on what to do in your job, and it's different than what anyone else would do. It is a little bit risky, and people are always afraid once you come up with these ideas because they don't want to make a mistake, and they don't want to feel any sense of like embarrassment or like it didn't work. They don't want to take risks. So you're the one that often goes first. You take the bigger risk, but then you get the bigger reward. You take the bigger risk, but then you're celebrated on a higher level because people look at you and they think, wow, you're extremely inspirational. Next, we have received the Sun card for you, which in the tarot, this is one of the most positive cards of all 78 cards within the tarot. The Sun card represents warmth, it represents winning, it represents family, closeness with your family, and relationships that are happy, that are genuine. I see here within the Sun that what had to be revealed to you is that everything that's fake will fall away and is not going to last, and everything that's real is going to stay. That's what's going to happen in these next weeks. We're actually going to add some precise timing for you, so you know by when your next transformation and manifestations will be completed. So we've got September. September is the month in which you're going to see the results and the fruit of your labor. You're going to see the results of the hard work you've been putting in. September is that month in which we claim and manifest that all challenges, all hard times, all struggles that you have been going through, they come to an end, and you get to enjoy, you get to lean back, look at everything you've created, feel proud and relaxed about it. September is that month of everything coming together. Just going to place your card right over here. September is that month where it all makes sense, and you see all the results of the hard work you've put in a proud way, knowing why you put in that hard work. And it's just preparing you to do even more, to go greater, bigger, more impactful in your life, because that's who you're meant to be. Group number 4, you were never meant to just fit in. And the universe is also saying to you, let go of trying to fit in any area of your life. So you might be confident, for example, in how you express yourself, in your communication, or in what you want, but then there might be a different area in your life where you're not as confident. Like you don't wear the things that you want to wear, and the sun, the literal sun, showing up and shining within your reading is telling you shine. It's telling you let go of feeling embarrassed to wear certain things, or to put yourself out there more, even if it's putting yourself out there on social media by speaking your truth. Let go of overthinking that, because the more authentic that you are, the further you'll go, the more people will connect with you, and the more opportunities will present themselves, because people can feel when you're being real. And when your whole point and goal in life is to do something that makes the world a better place, to help others, while at the same time also enjoying your life, you can't help but grow in fame and followers. You can't help but become more successful. But the universe is encouraging you to get a little more wild. And to you, especially growing up in a time where you felt like you were silenced, during a time where you felt like your voice didn't matter as much as it really should, this might seem like you're being wild, but actually it's just the beginning of showing up in a big way. Like think of Michael Jackson, think of Doja Cat, think of Beyonce, how they show up on stage. To get to that type of level of performance, they had to overcome so many moments in which they thought, oh, I'm being too crazy, I'm being too loud, I'm expressing myself in a big and wild way, what are people going to think? But they had to overcome so many moments of overthinking and just have the courage to know that they are doing the exact thing they're supposed to, and they should go even bigger and wilder in movement, sound, and expression. And that's what the universe is saying to you right now. Group number 4, we are by far nowhere near the end of your reading. We're going to delve even more deeply into these unexpected hidden messages, surprises, and pieces of information that you are meant to receive. You don't have to lift a finger or do a thing. I will now clear and cleanse the space, and then I'll be right back for us to delve even more deeply into your prediction. So simply hold on tight, continue to enjoy, relax, and I'll be right back to guide you even more deeply into your prediction. Welcome back, my gorgeous soul of group number 4. Now let's delve even more deeply into your reading, because by the end of your prediction, you will have uncovered all of the hidden messages which needed to be revealed to you today, and you're going to understand exactly why. Now, first and foremost, we have got the Lovers for you. Now, within the Lovers, I can see here that you were meant to know that a loving and healthy relationship is yours. We claim that, we manifest that right now. We're saging everything else and just cleansing everything else out of the space, out of the room, out of the vicinity, out of your energy field. Now, here within the Lovers, Die Liebenden, as this deck is a German deck, I need you to understand here that there will be this reuniting with your soulmate and with your twin flame. I see that true love and harmony is part of your journey. True love and harmony is something that all of us want and seek and desire. And unless it is truthful, unless it is real love, it's not going to last. As I see here within the Devil that you have done so much healing and work around the material in your life, which I see here that the universe is saying to you, you've worked so hard on your relationship with material things, with wealth, having a healthy expectation of your body, of your mind, of your face, just not judging yourself as deeply anymore, and also things such as substances, unhealthy lifestyle choices. You have worked really, really hard on that, and you continue to work on it. And I see here within the Devil that you're the type of person who has new obsessions and then you go really deep into them. So again, the conspiracy theories, you go really deep into hacking your health, into nutrition, into fashion style, into different hobbies of yours, painting, design, social media, tarot, crystals, jewelry making. I see here within the Devil, you have a shadow side, which is why it's important that you've got outlets to be creative, and also that you're with a romantic partner that doesn't trigger you to go back into unhealthy habits and unhealthy thinking patterns. It always starts with a thought, and I see here that you attract people who need a lot of healing because they feel how healed you are. So if you've asked yourself, why do I attract people who seemingly need so much help or who are so unhealed on their journey? It's not because you haven't healed enough, it's because you're so healed, you're so spiritually in tune, people can feel it and sense it, and they want to be closer to you, therefore, because they think that will expedite their journey. They can somehow feel that there's something special and very accepting about you. And I can see here within the Mother Star that you've got your spirit guides in the universe saying to you, yes, you're on the right path. If you have been asking yourself if you're on the right path for your romantic life, if you're on the right path generally in life and for your career, if you're doing the right thing, this is the universe saying to you, yes, you are. You are sitting on your throne. You have got this tiger with the blue third eye showing up, which shows that you're very intuitive. You have kind of this psychic ability of being clairsentient, so you feel things very deeply and you already know what's happening before a situation has been explained to you, just by looking at people's facial expressions, feeling people's energies and auras. And I can see here also that there is butterfly and tiger energy in your spirit animals right now, as we've got this butterfly wing and our tiger depicted within this tarot card. Now, I do also see here that a great time for you to be creative is nighttime. That's when you make really sharp decisions, and that's when you are in tune with yourself. I see here in the Two of Swords that the universe is saying to you, in order to move forward the way that you want to, you just have to make a few more decisions. You've got a really long to-do list, and you've got some things that just have to be handed in, whether it is tax documents, whether you have to sort out a car insurance, a homeowner insurance, whether you still have to go to the dentist, you still have to do your doctor's checkup, you have to do some blood work. I see here in the Two of Swords, your spirit guides are saying, book it in, like make the appointment right now. Don't just watch this reading and then think to yourself, oh, those messages were great, they resonated. Do something about it. Use this to your advantage. Use this for your growth, for your health, for becoming your highest version. I manifest and claim that this gives you the strength and the courage to take action. As I see here in the Two of Swords, that right now your guides, they know you have to decide, you have to take action, you have to book it in, and then you'll show up. It's just making that phone call, which is quite uncomfortable, being in like the waiting line on the phone. I understand group number 4, but don't let that stop you. And remember, everybody needs to deal with that or go through that. Now, you're going to be one of those people who doesn't let that stop you from being successful. I see here within Judgment as well that your guides are saying stop being so hard on yourself, and especially your body image. Here within Judgment, we have this very like bear vibe, if you know what I mean, group number 4, but you guys always know what I mean. So in Judgment, I see you've judged your body so much. You've judged your body, your skin, you've judged also your hair, your facial features. You've judged yourself on like a human level so deeply that the universe is saying, and now it's time for you to turn things around and ask yourself, how could I do that when my body is letting me live, is letting me experience life? I should be so grateful for it and love it. And I know it sounds very cliche, it's a little spiritual woo-woo, but seeing things from a different perspective changes everything in your life. Seeing your body from the perspective of this is what has kept me alive, so it is the most beautiful thing. It might sound a little cheesy, but can it be true? Group number 4. I see here within the 10 of Pentacles that the universe knows that you will be far more successful than you thought, especially in the earthly realm. The suit of Pentacles is the suit of the element of earth. The number 10 in numerology is a number of fulfillment. It's a number of claiming everything that's yours. This is a number of winning. This is a number of taking opportunities, especially in the earthly realm, so in your career, professionally, and then building a legacy. And because you've taken more opportunities, you've made more decisions, you've climbed the ladder, you've gone further, you'll obviously have a better result in the earthly realm than most people around you. So I am seeing in the 10 of Pentacles that you are building a bloodline, a family lineage, and also wealth for children and grandchildren that your parents weren't able to do for you, and they weren't able to pass it down like that because of ego, because of their own toxic relationship with their parents. And I can see here within your reading in the 3 of Cups that partying, having a good time, and also doing that with like your children, your grandchildren, your friends. I see you've really found your tribe here. Like, you're going to be having a lot of beautiful garden parties, like even barbecue parties at your home, pool parties. The 3 of Cups shows that you're an amazing host. You always want to make everybody around you feel really comfortable. And I see in the 3 of Cups that you will be partying and having the best time with those closest to you. You'll make so many memories, and you're the person putting on a lot of the parties. And if you haven't been that person who's been doing that up until now, Trust me, group 4, this is still going to change, especially as your finances permit it even more, especially as your home upgrades and gets bigger. That's what I'm seeing here, that's happening for you. And that makes you want to give more to your friends and family. So you're organizing these get-togethers and spoiling them with food, with beverages, by inviting them over and by just doing beautiful things for them to relax and have time to actually not have to 24/7 think about their work and their families and their kids and their responsibilities. I see in the 8 of Wands that you're the kind of person who perseveres regardless of what gets thrown at you. You're very strong and you're very single-minded, which means that you can also be stubborn. As a teen, being stubborn meant that you did get into trouble with your parents, with like your teachers as well. But I see now in the 8 of Wands that for you, what that does is it makes you extremely successful because you don't give up just like that. And I can see here that in April is a month where things change for you. So when you think about the previous months of April in your life, it will remind you of like how much has changed, and also big changes happen during the month of April for you. And also March is another month in which you always shed your old layers and your old skin. It's like that's when the new year begins for you in particular. It will make a lot of sense should your birthday fall between these months, but even if it doesn't, I need you to know here that spring is that shedding layer type of vibe for you, and it does a lot more for you being in the springtime than the 31st of December being like the traditional new year. For you, the new year is in spring. For you, the best time for change, for growth, is during April and March. But let's get even more deeply into your reading and see what else we've got. Now in the Ace of Swords, I see here that the universe is saying to you, big idea, there's a big piece of inspiration that's being given to you and it's going to transform you. I see that in the butterfly and moth as well as the sword. The suit of swords corresponds to the element of air, which is about your mental realm, your thinking, your confidence, everything that happens that you can't see but is mental. And here in the Ace of Swords, the ace represents a new beginning. Numerologically speaking, the number 1 means that you're very single-minded, you're very strong in your opinion, and once you have an opinion that comes out, nobody is just going to convince you of something else. And I see here in the Ace of Swords that your opinions transform, and I see here in the Ace of Swords that you're the type of person who is learning to speak up more. You're speaking up more. You are not letting people dim your light or make you play it small anymore. And I see here in the Champion of Cups that there was an older, kind of feisty woman in your life. Now, if this is your mom or a sister, then this makes sense, but it can also be a boss or a coworker. They have strong water sign placements. So Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. And I see in the Champion of Cups that you challenging them is something that is going to reveal that actually they were insecure all along. And you're challenging them in a way that nobody has ever spoke to them before. And you're not being disrespectful, you're being honest. You are sharing your new innovative ideas. And at first, the Champion of Cups, so this elderly woman, is going to feel like you don't respect them, or perhaps they don't want to listen, but that's going to change very quickly. As I see here in the Champion of Cups, this will make your relationship actually stronger. They might not admit it publicly, but you're actually changing their life and changing the way that they think forever, because thanks to you, they are becoming more open-minded, and thanks to you, they are learning. That's kind of the story for most people around you, group number 4. You're the one who challenges people in a positive way. The annoying thing is that most people will never admit it. They'll never say how much you changed their life positively, how much you made them think, especially previous bullies, naysayers, and haters. Obviously, they won't say to you that you challenged a part of them and you changed them for the better, because you actually made them see things from a different perspective. Trust me when I say this, group number 4, you are the type of person who is unforgettable. Getting more deeply into your reading, we've got lightning. Control your anger or you will be sorry. The universe is saying getting angry is one thing, but don't express yourself in a way that you will later regret. The universe is saying to you, anger management is important, and also watch your words. As I see here within the candle, you will be shown the way. People who get under your skin, they might get a reaction from you, and especially at an earlier point in your life, you might have been a lot more reactive, but in the candle, you will be shown the way, and you'll realize that getting angry or saying things that you don't mean isn't going to get you the results that you wanted. It's going to probably do the exact opposite. So you're not even giving anger the time of the day anymore, group number 4. It's just not part of your life anymore. In the candle, I can see also lighting candles, having candles around you right now is going to help you to get that aha moment, to access more spiritual enlightenment. So light candles right now, especially white and yellow ones. I see here within the well, family wishes are coming true. If you've had this wish of starting your own family, growing your family, and being in a relationship where family building happens, if that's a wish that you have, it is becoming a reality. We're manifesting this, it's coming true. We're claiming it, we're making it yours. Group number 4, we're making it yours without any kind of doubt. And I see here within the well that you are going to receive your family wishes coming true quickly and in a hurry, quickly after this reading. And family wishes coming true is just the start, because you will have your family obviously for the rest of your life. And I can see here that it's just the beginning of building your dream home, having your dream family life, your dream relationship, and having a life that you look back on one day, 80 years from now, as lifespan continuously increases, and you will think, I'm so grateful that I knew deep in my heart that I deserve this and that I didn't give up on myself and on my dreams. So group number 4, we've got a few more messages available for you. What I'll do is I will clear and cleanse the space one more time. You can continue to lean back, relax, and enjoy your reading, and I'll be right back to guide you even more deeply into it. Welcome back, my gorgeous soul of group number 4. We are now going to delve even more deeply into your reading to uncover all of the hidden messages that you were meant to receive in order to manifest the life that you want, to become the best version of yourself, and to claim the life that you know that you deserve. So first up, we've got trust. I see and trust that the universe wants you to trust that you will have everything that you deserve, that you will travel to these exotic locations that I see here within the trust card, palm trees as well as the ocean, and being at the ocean side, being on boats and yachts is what I see is still going to happen sooner than you expected. Getting more deeply into your reading within leadership, you're meant to be a leader yourself, and you're meant to be around other leaders. I see here within leadership that for you, group number 4, you are a trustworthy leader. You're someone who has really great opinions, so you're trustworthy. People want to be around you. They want to work with you. They trust you to lead. That's why we've got trust and leadership showing up within your reading. You are trusted to lead. You are trusted to make big decisions. And I see here that that trust that people put in you, it comes with a responsibility, but also a lot of abundance. As I see here for you, as I see here in abundance, group number 4, you are living a life of abundance. You're destined to have a lot of abundance. If you've asked yourself when it's coming, this is the universe telling you to trust, lead yourself, and create abundance in that way. The thing is, whenever you have these shaky thoughts, or whenever you have second thoughts about your abundance and whether you're going to live an abundant life, that's when you are slowing down your manifestations. So the universe is saying, don't slow your manifestations down. Believe in them, trust in them, stick to them, and ride them out. So that means you're not afraid. You trust in your leadership. You trust that what you have to offer is not only going to change the world for the better, that you're not only amazing at your career and you'll have the perfect career that you love showing up to every single day, but also that you will be compensated in a way that you can have every experience that humanity has to offer. Now, next we've got the peppermint. The universe is saying add peppermint to your diet. have peppermint tea, add peppermint into cold beverages, peppermint iced tea, for example, add it as a garnish to your salad right now. The peppermint is a great way for you to add that psychic, that magical touch and manifestation energy into your life. So you're very much in a place where you're attracting success, and in order to just bring that to a higher level, to increase that, to make sure success is yours, add peppermint into your life. And I see here within the chives also divination has always been your thing. Crystals, tarot cards, witchy vampire types of vibes. You probably watched Vampire Diaries, you probably watched Twilight, perhaps you even read that Fallen series, perhaps you even watched that series Moonlight, for those of you who are a little niche, who went even more deeply. You watched the spin-off of the Vampire Diaries, where Klaus's family was at the forefront. I forgot the name of it again. I think it was the originals, wasn't it? Let me know below in the comment section if you know what I'm speaking of. And I see here in divination, even the 50 Shades of Grey series like Nip Tuck, where there is this questioning of societal standards, a relationship of two people where one is very strong, dominant, almost intimidating and scary, and the other person, which is usually the female role, is kind of like willingly submitting to them. So while she may be weaker, she's giving up the power willingly, and that kind of attraction, that's what I can see here. And when you create art, you are often in this very like feminine, receptive energy, but you like the polarity. I see that you like to have someone in your life who is a leader. While you can lead and you are a very driven, ambitious person, you like to be able to also lean back and relax and enjoy and trust in another human being. And I see here that if you want to manifest more of that into your current partner, or you're single and you want a partner who can lead, and that's who you're trying to manifest, journal and manifest and claim it every day. Feel like you are in that relationship ahead of time. That is the whole secret to manifestation. It is behaving and feeling like it's already yours. It hasn't showed up yet in real life, because that is how you manifest it into the 3D, into reality. I see here within Temperance that the universe is communicating to you to take a step back from too much going out and being around people who drink a lot, who party a lot, who perhaps smoke or have other types of habits. I see here in Temperance that one glass needs to pour into the other, as you can see. And you are meant to pour into yourself, and you're meant to be around people who pour into you. So no more pouring from an empty glass into other people's cups without them pouring back into yours. I see here the universe is saying to you symbiosis, which means basically one hand washes the other. One cup pours into the other and vice versa. And I see here that that is what's next for you. That's your focal point for your relationships. And when you can tell that a relationship is just emptying out your cup, that's when you know that it will be blocking your abundance, and that's when you know that it's time to leave and you're not missing out on anything. I see within Judgment that you often think really, really well before you end a friendship or a relationship, and you actually even take a lot of mistreatment for a long time because you want to try to work things out. You want to like see if it can still be salvaged. But the universe is saying you're worth so much more than having to go through that, and it just shows how loyal you are, really. So it's not a negative thing, but it's a self-protection thing right now, where the universe is saying to you, you don't have time to spend your life in judgment of like trying to judge a situation and figure out how someone feels about you. You deserve friendships and romantic relationships where it's made abundantly clear that they feel strongly, positively, and very much like in love with you and in respect with you. Getting more deeply into your reading in the 7 of batons, I can see that you're taking off in your career, because instead of overthinking your private life, you've got that energy now to put into your career. And wow, those posts, those emails you're writing, the phone calls you're making, the late nights, they will pay off. They will pay off big time. I see that in the Seven of Batons as within the Hierophant. I see that you will have a home that literally has like a home cinema, a 2 or 3 car garage minimum. I see here in the Hierophant you'll have a guest room where you will be inviting people over, and you will be doing like spiritual practices, not in a crazy woo-woo way, but you'll be meditating, chanting, singing, dancing with the people you're inviting over. I see here that in the Hierophant you're going through this like awakening where you know, I can't be around people who don't have a higher purpose. I don't want to be around people who don't understand energy and frequency, because to you, energy doesn't lie. And people introduce themselves energetically as they walk into a room. So that's your thing with energy doesn't lie. When someone walks into a room, you immediately can already tell what type of person that they are. They don't even have to open their mouth and explain, elaborate, or say anything. You already know, group number 4. And because you already know, you're very trusting about energy and intuition. And in the Hierophant, I can see that because a lot of predictions that you've made about people and the world on a global scale, the future, a lot of it comes true. People really trust you. I see here within the Knight of Swords that you are really in tune with your spiritual side. The Knight of Swords is the knight of the element of air, which pertains to everything mental, and you are the kind of person who thinks really quickly. You can act by making decisions in just an instance, and you know exactly when to dip out of an unhealthy situation. Within the Eight of Pentacles, I can see that a promotion is coming towards you, a new client that is going to increase your income profusively. And that is because you're putting in the work. So it's not just by coincidence. It's not just like something that happened out of nowhere. It is because you have been putting in the work. It is because you have been, you know, working the late nights, the long hours. You have been in a place where you're like, okay, I know this is what I want, so I know I'm going to have to work really hard to get there, and I'm fine with doing that because there are other people who want this too. There are other people who are working hard as well, and I know if I want the things that they've got, or I want even more than they've got, I'm going to have to obviously put in even more work. I'm going to have to obviously do things in an even deeper manner, and competition is okay for you. But you're not meant to be in compete mode forever. You're also meant to enjoy your life. You're also meant to have a good time. You're also meant to relax. And that's what I can see here that's coming next towards you, my gorgeous soul of group number 4. Success in your career, your vacation, going to the beach, sitting under a palm tree, sipping a pina colada or a virgin mojito that has peppermint in it, and enjoying your life, enjoying what your leadership has gotten you. You will do that with your romantic partner and with a family member as well. It could be your child. It can be family members that are part of your core family that you've created. And don't be surprised at the fact that moving forward, abundance comes more easily as you let go of this feeling like you always have to overwork yourself, unalive yourself in order to have this abundance that you desire. You don't need to do all that, group number 4. It's much easier. Now, group number 4, this is the reading that I received for you. I hope that you found it insightful and that you enjoyed receiving your reading. As already mentioned during the intro of this video, don't forget to check out today's sponsor, Halara, as well as my discount code that I've linked below in the description box for you to be able to add these high quality pieces to your wardrobe and enjoy them for years to come. And of course, wherever you are on our beautiful planet, group number 4, know that I'm sending you so much love, and I can't wait to catch up with you during one of our upcoming readings.